Hey everybody, how you doing today? Mark here with Missy, out playing with this Insta360 camera again. This time we are out at Big Hill Park. And of course, Missy is still going hog wild. I guess that's just the way it is when we ever go to a park. But I did a little bit of playing around with the camera and doing some research and watching other videos and whatnot online. So I think I'm going to be able to get a fairly good video using this camera. At least I hope so. We have yet to find out. So this week, of course, as you notice, it is a hiking video, and then next week will be my first riding video with this camera. And actually, I haven't even been able to get out to test ride with this camera to see how I need to set it up and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. So how have you guys been? And see, I think by the time this video comes up, we'll be coming up on the end of April. But right now for me, as you can see in the trees around me, even the trees haven't even started budding yet. It should be happening soon though. But today's actually been a cold day. I think it's only going to warm up to about, I think in the low 40s is all it's supposed to warm up to today. I'm actually surprised she hadn't picked up some of those sticks that I just stepped over. So like I said, I'm hoping that I can get some pretty decent footage off of this camera. We will see about that. And I've also got this is actually a different path than we normally go down. There's a little walking path just inside the woods over there. So I need to keep my eyes open for where I need to turn off of this path. It's kind of a old car driveway path that has been decommissioned. All right, so I had to stop and get my gloves on and put my beanie on, but it was really weird because for some reason my camera kept on shutting down. I don't know if it was because it was not detecting movement or what. That was weird. I never had that issue before. So Missy and I are going to try to take as many of these little backwoods trails as we can, do a fair amount of road walking though too. I know that there's an area down at the bottom of the park down by the river that gets pretty marshy, so we may end up having to road walk down that area. So this here is the entry road to the park. We just go across that and we'll keep rolling down the trail here. I was actually hoping to start at the bottom of the park and then climb the hill, turn around and go back down the hill and back to the car, but the road to get down to the bottom of the hill hasn't opened yet. So I guess I'm stuck parking up here and then having to walk back up the hill when we get, more finished with the trail. The last time we were here, there was a big tree that had fallen over the path, And we actually had to climb over that big trunk of tree. It actually looks like someone came out here and cut it up. So yeah, this big huge trunk here was going across the path. Somebody came out and cut it up. There's the pieces. Wow. When we were out here, when that log was down across the path, I actually had to pick Missy up and place her over the path. All right, I'm gonna try another angle here. Gonna walk with you guys like this. I want to use a feature in the software app that really flattens the image and takes out a lot of the distortion. But I think it kind of locks into a specific angle. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to carry the stick like this, and I'll be able to get footage that way, or if I need to carry it more up and down like this and take the image this way. So I'm going to walk this way for now and see what happens. I know the software also has a program where it can track a person or an item or whatever, so I can angle you guys down at Missy and I can actually track her, you know, maybe her head movement or whatever, or I could put it on me and you can track my head movement or my hand or whatever. But with this angle here, you should be able to get a good portion of my upper body, maybe even down to my waist. I'm hoping something like that. You might be able to see my hand. That would be holding the selfie stick. The whole purpose for this hike today is, one, to get Missy out on a walk, and two, to give me material to play with in the editing program, so I can try to make sure I can get a good quality video from this thing. And for the amount of money that I paid for this, I'm pretty much gonna say that whatever I get, it's gonna have to work, because I'm not gonna turn around and try to get a fraction of my money back off of like eBay or something. That wind just picked up all of a sudden. Ooh-wee. Hold on. There we go. Now that we've been out here moving a little bit, Missy has calmed down slightly. She doesn't seem to be pulling as much. And of course, it's just as I say that, she starts pulling a little bit more. All right, so I'm coming down to another roadway. And if I stay on the, I guess, wilderness trail, I might get into an area that is a little more muddy and flooded out. We'll actually take the road and take that down to the river. I think that's what we'll do. Now, as you guys are probably aware, I do not I don't go out on a ride, edit it, and put it up within just a couple of days, okay? I typically have about a month's worth of footage before it actually gets posted up onto YouTube. So right now, for us, it is the end of March, coming into April, but you guys are seeing this towards the end of April, I'm sure. And the reason I do that is because if something happens, maybe we could get hit with a big storm and I can't go out on a hike or a ride or anything like that. Or maybe I ended up getting sick or something like that and I just can't do anything. I want to be able to have a little bit of footage stored up that I can still put out and give you guys. And then once the weather clears up, warms up, I feel better or whatever, maybe I just even have a lazy spell. But once that time goes, I can use that little buffer of footage, and you guys keep getting your content every week, and then I can go out and I can really start hitting a couple of trails, doing a couple of rides, making a couple of cooking videos, and build that little buffer back up. It's got a fireplace in there you can cook, a couple of picnic tables, plus it's right next to the playground stuff. I like that. One thing I did do, I didn't record for the purpose of this video. I wanted to give my 64 gig memory card a trial run just to see how long of a video it will take before the card is full, or would the battery run out before the card is full. I guess in my eyes, I'd rather have the memory card get full before the battery runs out, and that is exactly what happened. So I think after 80 minutes, no, it was 80 minutes. It was an hour and 20 minutes, or an hour and 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden my memory card was full. So 64 gig, shooting 5.7K quality. Ran for an hour and 20, that's 30 frames a second, which is actually a down shot for me because I normally shoot at 60 frames a second. So now I gotta change all my other cameras that I might shoot alongside this one so all the frame rates match. So there is that. But at the same time, because of that high K quality, the actual video quality, I'm going from 4K to 5.7K, so that's kind of nice. It is nice that I'm able to carry this little 1.25 pound, 1.5 pound, whatever it was, system instead of that large, damn near 5 pound system. I think it was 4 3/4 pounds. It is much nicer to carry this little camera instead of the big huge heavy Sony and that heavy tripod. And I have been thinking about something to do with the small little tripod that's at the bottom of the selfie stick. And my thought on that is I might drill a couple of holes, just one hole in each leg, and then get like tent stakes, so that when I put the tripod on the ground to do a walk-by shot, I can actually take tent stakes, put it through the hole and into the ground. That way the tent stakes can hold the camera up. I thought that was a pretty smart idea. I haven't done it yet, but I do plan on doing it. So yeah, I wanted to keep you guys out here. Oh, check this out. They put up these nice railings right here. Look at this. I wonder if it goes all the way to the road or just down to the next bridge. I can see down to the next bridge and I'm not seeing anything past it. I wonder why the organization of whatever controls this trail and park, I wonder why they decided to do this. I mean, I like it. It looks nice. Huh. You're probably hearing some ducks, and they're way out in that little island out there in the floating wood, so they're not really close to the shoreline at all. Oh, there's some geese right there too. So yeah, like I said before, I have the Insta360 set up to shoot at its top quality image at the 5.7K and at 30 frames a second. So that's basically the fastest frame rate this camera does. It doesn't go up to 60, but I'm hoping that the quality of the video, the actual quality of the image, being at 5.7K, I hope that's going to be well worth the purchase alone. Alright, look at this. A view of the feeder creek into the Rock River. And of course it's over here. I can actually see just a small little glazing of ice on that surface. Alright, so now we're going to get down to the road down here, and then we'll turn around and come back. Snake that out just a little bit further. And that first video that I did when I got the camera, I think I posted up just last weekend, I was seeing some of the very edge of the road go system. And I mean, it was just a sliver of a black line that was there. I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to account for that. You know, do I need to move the road go just a fraction to get it out of the view of the lens, or if it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. I know it was definitely in the view of one of the lenses. I don't know which lens it was, or if I corrected out of one lens, it may end up just showing up in the view of the other lens. I just don't know. The editing portion of it, I'm still learning, so it's taking me some time to figure it all out. But it's not super hard. You know, it's just a matter of learning how to do it, you know, just typical stuff. But it's something new for me, and I'm getting up there in age, so new stuff for me is harder to learn. Just a couple hundred more feet and we'll be at the road, and we'll turn and go up this train line up to the top of the hill. All right, here we are to the roadway. I want to show you guys this little thing that somebody put on the walking path here. Paving a park ruins it. But they say nothing about, you know, spray painting parks. You know, that doesn't ruin it, no. I actually wish I almost had a can of spray paint with me and I'd put right next to it. So does spray painting a park, you asshole. I don't understand it. I really don't. You pave something like this so the vast majority of people can come out and use it. You know, a bicyclist has a nice path to ride on. Maybe somebody with a disability can come down and use a wheelchair on the path like this. That's why you pave it. It's ease of use is given to everybody. You know, and they can come out and enjoy the river area and stuff like that without having to worry about, you know, potholes and mud and stuff like that. But they would rather deface the property with spray paint than actually think it through as to why something like this is paved. I really have a hard time carrying the camera out this way. I keep on wanting to bring it up closer to me. I really am trying to keep it out here, but I'm also trying to keep it up toward the same level of my face, you know, so you're not down here looking up at me and you're not up here looking down at me. But it is actually hard. It's something I just got to learn. Got a crane up there. It's going, of course, right by the sun right now, so I can't really look up and see. Kind of sounded like the sandhill crane, but at this distance, I can't tell. No, I think it's a good, probably 100 feet above my head. I tell you, it's freezing out here. The wind is blowing fairly well down the river, so I put my coat all the way up, and now I'm starting to sweat just a wee little bit. I'm going to go back this way. As you guys remember from previous hikes that we've done here at Big Hill Park, that big hill right there is the ski jump area, and that platform is where they launched from. And they would come down and land on the hill here. That is quite the jump. It looks like they actually been up there and mowed down some of the brush and stuff. Alright, so I'll restate that because every 30 minutes my camera resets and starts up again. That's just what these Insta360 One X2 cameras do. Every 30 minutes it stops recording and then boots back up and keeps recording. But that's the jump for the downhill, or the ski jump. And it looks like they did a lot of work cleaning up all the brush and everything that was growing there, so it's actually looking really nice. Alright, now there is a path that goes down farther, and we are not going to take that path. We're just going to start heading straight up the hill over here. I don't need to make this walk any longer than I need to. You know, one thing I was really impressed on was the stabilization from my first trial hike with this on my last video. I was actually quite impressed with that. Sorry, I'm just looking up on the edge of the hill here, thinking, wow, that's pretty steep. And of course, I'm hoping that I can flatten the image out well enough without the image being locked too tightly within a certain parameter. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that I can use the selfie stick like this. I like that limestone wall. Yeah, unfortunately though, it is falling down in parts. And the area down here has the worst of it. It looks better farther up. You know, the sad part is eventually all the stuff up here is going to come down and cover up the path. So I don't know if the park has plans or means or funds or plans on collecting funds to stabilize the earth here. I just don't know. And of course down there is the other walking path. You can see it through the trees fairly easily because there's no leaves right now. We're actually coming to one of my favorite spots of the trail. Tight little curve right here. I mean, for a human or a bicyclist, it's not tight, but for a train, yeah, it is. I would assume that the train would stay as close to the wall as possible. That's what I would assume anyway. I suppose you guys want a little footage of Missy walking, huh? There you go, there's Missy. Always walking ahead of me, aren't you? Yep, always walking ahead of me. And yeah, there's this stone wall area here. Just looks so nice. There's a couple of places where it is falling down, but for the most part, this wall is doing pretty well. Here's a shot of the river way down the side of the hill. And you can see here how the wall's falling apart. So that bottom area is kind of starting to get pushed out. Here's some more here that's getting pushed out. And up here by the steps, it's pushing out a little bit. I forgot what kind of a climb this hill is. It is steep. You know, it's steep all the way down to the river. But the hill is so tall. It is a couple of hundred feet up. And this wall still looks really nice. Although you can see there's a piece that broke free there. And the wall seems to be getting a little shorter as we're nearing the top. And it'll be just a quick walk around the park ranger station, and then we'll be at our truck. Now I know in my cooking video I said I was wanting to get out to the John Muir section and do a hike there, but with the bad weather approaching, I thought it'd be better to do it this way. I'm not far from home, so yeah, I can now go home, start the editing process. I don't have to drive for an hour or so just to get home. I can basically just load the dog up in the truck, and we'll be home in like 15 minutes. Oh. Here's another look at the doggy. Say hi, Missy. Now sit. Sit. Missy, sit. Yeah, she can be stubborn, and that's, oh, there's a robin, that one's right there. There's a robin right up on that tree over there. There it goes. See? There are robins. That road you see through the trees over that direction, those are private houses, and the property does butt up against the property of the park. Of course, you're not allowed to be on their property, so you gotta be very mindful if you go off trail towards those houses. You gotta be mindful of where that property line is. And if you're worried about ticks and stuff here, because they are here, I do have a flea and tick collar on Missy. All right, and through the trees right there is the truck. We will be there in no time. So I want to thank you guys for coming along and enjoying the little walk with us. Although Missy was being a little bit unruly, she wasn't horrible either. Again, it's just we don't come out here all that often, and she's excited when we do. And we could come back out here in a couple hours and she'll be just as excited. But I want to thank you guys for coming along and enjoying this little adventure. I hope I have done nothing but encourage you to get out and explore and walk out of your front door. That's all my channel is for. Just get out and explore, wander around. You don't have to go far from home, and you don't have to hike very far. If all you can do and all you can manage is to get down to your street corner, and trust me, I've been there. When I had my back surgery, me walking to the street corner was hard. It was a chore. But I was finally able to do it. Eventually. And that's what I'm hoping to inspire from you guys. It's just get out your front door, go for a walk, find a new restaurant, find a little bar, find a church, whatever. I just want you to get out and explore. Well, this is Mark and Missy saying thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes, comments. Thanks for your subscription to the channel. Remember to hit that bell icon to get the notifications, okay? Thanks again. I'll see you guys on the road. Bye. Say bye-bye, Missy. Missy, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.